Welcome all of you class. I am Yogesh Kumar Pandey. Class, I am going to explain a chapter and the name of this chapter is the judiciary, and I take a one topic, the judiciary and rights. Class, you know, if the fundamental rights of the citizens are violated, then the Supreme Court and High Court were going taking action. Class, you know, class, if anyone is violated the fundamental rights of any citizens, the Supreme Court and High Court are the authority which were going to take the action. Class, Article 32, according to Article 32 and Article 226. So this is the first way how the Supreme Court protect the fundamental rights. So according to Article 32, if this is a constitutional remedies, right to constitutional remedies, if the fundamental rights of any citizen is violated, then the person can go court according to Article 32. And our Supreme Court give two writs, habeas corpus and mandamus. Class, habeas corpus and mandamus, these are the two writs issued by the Supreme Court to such a person who are involved in the violation of rights. Class, Article 226, according to this, a person can also go in the High Court. Okay? According to Article 226, if a fundamental right is violated, the person can go court, and the High Court have rights to issue writs like habeas corpus and mandamus. Class, these are the two writs, habeas corpus and mandamus, are issued by the Supreme Court to ensure the protection of fundamental rights of citizens. Okay, class? Class, there is another way, Article 13. According to this, if the matter is violation of a fundamental rights, so Supreme Court is the authority. He was avoid such a law, cancel such a law which are violate the fundamental right. Class, suppose Parliament was making a law and this law is violating the fundamental rights of citizen. So in this case, class, Supreme Court announce such law null and violate. Okay, class, according to Article 13. Class, So class, Supreme Court have a two tasks. At the first, he is the protector of Constitution and also the protect the rights of fundamental rights of citizens, and the Supreme Court is also the interpretate the Constitution class. When the Supreme Court was interpreting the Constitution or check the law which was made by the Parliament, so this is known as a judicial review class. Judicial review is a idea according to this judicial view. If a person suppose class Parliament was making a law and this law was going against the Constitution, so the Supreme Court is the authority where people can complain against such a law. So our judiciary is the authority to have a power to cancel such a law which are going against the structure of our basic Indian Constitution class. Like suppose Parliament is making a law and this law, the law is against the federal structure of the Constitution. Suppose Parliament is making a law and the subject is related to state government, the state list. So, and Parliament was going to make the law, and some state were not agreed to accept such a provision. So, they have a right to go in the Supreme Court. And Supreme Court was using review power, and the Supreme Court was declared such a law unconstitutional because the state governments have a right to make law on the subject which are listed in the state list. Parliament only make the law on the state if the states were asking to Parliament for a law. Otherwise, Parliament have no power to make the law on such subject which are related to the state list class. So, our judiciary have a review power, and we got this review power, the idea of review power from the USA. And by this, the judiciary control over the Parliament, and now check and balance will improve and enhance the working of judiciary, executive and legislature, the three organs of the government class. So our judiciary using writs power and review power of the court, judiciary was very powerful. The review power means that the judiciary can interpret the Constitution and the law passed by the legislature. Judiciary can interpret the Constitution, मीन्स हमारी न्यायपालिका जुडिशरी की व्याख्या कर सकती है जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की, तो इंटरप्रेटेट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड द लॉ पास बाय द लेजिस्लेचर. ठीक है. सो ऑन बोथ इश्यू आवर जुडिशरी हैव अ रिव्यू पावर. class. So class in judicial review have a both thing is interpret the constitution and also protect the fundamental rights of citizen class. So class, if judiciary interpret the constitution and also judiciary protect the rights of citizen, both are come in the judicial review class. Class, you know the public interest litigation, public interest litigation class, public interest litigation, this will also enhance the power of judiciary class. Public interest litigation, appeal class, public interest litigation. This will enhance the power of judiciary class. Nowadays, on the behalf of poor people, anyone can submit the appeal in the judiciary for the welfare of this poor man class. And on behalf of this appeal, judiciary take the action or remedial measure for different cases like the sexual exploitation of children's class and the peoples who are tortured in the police station and the prisoners in the jail and inhumane condition of stone workers and the binding of jail inmates by the police. So there are so many cases and judiciary was involved, interfere in such a matter by on behalf of the appeal class. So this enhances the power of judiciary class. It means कि if we provide rights, so this right available for the poor and the judiciary is the authority which ensure the advantage of this welfare of poor by this rights. Means poor take the advantage of these rights by the interfering of judiciary class. And judiciary ask and protect the rights of citizen on behalf of appeal class. Next topic is class, our judiciary and parliament class. Judiciary and parliament. Class, a law made by the parliament is if the people not happy with such a law which was made by a parliament, the people have a right to go in the court and asked to the court for relaxation for this law, and asked to judiciary to check the validity of this law. Many times Parliament was making law and it was dilute the federal structure of our Indian Constitution. So people go in the court and judiciary have a right to declare such a law unconstitutional class. Judiciary have a power to check the law which was made by the Parliament, which is according to law or not. And if judiciary was find that this law is going against the basic structure of our Indian Constitution, so our judiciary cancel this law or declare this law unconstitutional. But class, some institution like the president of a country, governor of the state, they were beyond the review of judiciary class. But it will be hope in future they will also come under the review of judiciary class. And you know a famous case of Keswanand Bharti, and there was a great controversy between the Parliament and judiciary on those days about the case of right to property, because government was going to make a law for the welfare of society or implement the directive principle of state policy for the welfare of people, for the development of society. And many times government make a law and take the property of citizen. Suppose a citizen's fundamental right is violated by this. When the government is going to implement the directive principle of state policy or taking step for the progress of society, for the development of society, so many times these measures violate the fundamental rights of citizens, like a right to property. So Keswanand Bharti case was related to this, and a person, Keswanand Bharti, was going in the court, and this was a famous case, Kerala Sarkar versus Keswanand Bharti. Initially, Supreme Court was favor the fundamental rights of citizens until the decision of Golaknath, they favor the right to property class. But after this, in the Keswanand Bharti case, the Supreme Court was declared that the right to property was not a basic structure. So it will possible to change in the right to property. In this 1973, in the case of Keswanand Bharti, Supreme Court was saying there is a basic structure of our Indian Constitution and no one can, there is a basic structure of our Indian Constitution and no one can violate this basic structure of our Indian Constitution. And right to property is not a basic structure of our Indian Constitution, so it will possible change in the right to property, because right to property is not a basic structure of our Indian Constitution. That is why in the 44th Amendment in 1972, 1978, in the 44th Amendment, government cut the right to property in the list of fundamental rights class. Welcome all of you class. Now I am going to explain about the separation of power between three organs. Class, the power of the government is divided into three organs: executive, second is legislature, and third one is class, judiciary. Class, in our country, the power of government is divided into three organs: executive, legislature, and judiciary. There is a power of separation among the three organs, and each organ is responsible for a separate work. Like the legislature is responsible for making law and for amendment. Okay, and the law which was made by is executed by the executive. Executive implement such a law or policy which was made by the parliament. They have a separate work, they have a separate work. And similarly, judiciary is the authority which is a work, and he want to ensure that work is happening according to constitution or not. Okay, the judiciary is ensure that executive is work according to the law made by the parliament. It was the responsibility of judiciary, and the work of judiciary is to resolve the dispute among the people between the state governments or between the state or central government. So all the three organs have a separate work. The separation of power and also the check and balance system in our constitution. Like for appointment of judiciary, executive is involved, or for impeachment, legislature is involved. So judiciary is controlled by executive and legislature. Similarly, a law made by the parliament is also checked by the review. Judiciary have a review power over the law made by the parliament. So judiciary control, regulate the parliament, and similarly the executive, the member of executive is responsible against the legislature. So they are work on the check and balance system. And nowadays judiciary asking the question, give the direction to the executive agencies like for the CBI to check the Hawala cases against politician or against bureaucrats or against in the Narsimha Rao or against allotment of petrol pump. And in so many cases our judiciary give the direction to the executive agency like CBI to for the investigation class. And in the 1970s era where the legislature and judiciary is going in controversy because legislature is making law for the public welfare and judiciary was initially ignored this. So, and lastly the dispute was solved in the 1973 in the case of Keswanand Bharti, when the Keswanand Bharti case, judiciary announced that there is a basic structure of our Indian constitution and the parliament have an authority to amend or change the basic structure of our constitution. Means in the amendment or making law, making amendment, legislature have a limited power, and parliament cannot amend the basic structure of our Indian constitution. So right to property is not a basic structure. the Supreme Court was announced that, and after this, in 1978, in the 44th Amendment, our government was make amendment and abolish the right to property from the list of fundamental rights class.